So it's 2025, AI is everywhere, it's taking our jobs, and artists who were developing their skills for many years are now stayed off-road because of this AI generative tools. So as an artist, I believe that we should fight these trends and defeat the AI completely, because we need to stay floating on the market. So how could artists do that? How could we fight the AI? Or probably we shouldn't? Well, the problem is clear. AI is growing and developing extremely fast, and it has already taken a lot of niches in the market and a lot of areas like technology, medicine, and art including. It really becomes so simple to create an image or even a video now that you no longer need to know software like Photoshop or any video editing software. You just need to know how to prompt the AI to create the proper result. So, where's the real cons of that? I mean, let's talk about this honestly. Art is the very broad term for all kinds of people doing different stuff. So, if we are talking about people who deliver some graphic design, video editing, illustration, maybe concept art, something like this, they are skilled, cool people, no questions for them, but they are the tools in the arms of corporate developer. And the tools are replaceable, like this. New tools are developing, old tools are going on the trash. So, if you're working in this sphere and you create images, drawing it by your hands, whatever, but you deliver the product that goes into commercials and you have clients that give you technical instructions what to do, maybe you should start using AI. Yes, that's a fact that your time as a hand drawer has gone. You just need to face it. And it happens all the time. This is the fucking progress, okay? I've learned forestry in university, and I can tell you a cool story. The pipeline to create the construction materials from the raw log in the beginning of 20th century took 1,000 people on the factory. Then the automation line was developed for this very purposes. And after that, the factory only needed one engineer, the only person to look after that robotic line, to notice if there are some issues appearing, and managing all that kind of stuff. Only one person. And I can say that he got much more money than those workers before that, because in corporate world it's all about money and about saving money, okay? So the AI is the next level of the tools to create different kind of things that help corporates to save their money. So, if you're working in this niche, on your place, I would think about not being rebellious about this shit and not going to protests against AI and writing funny comments and TikTok for artists that are using AI, but to open the internet resources and learn something about prompt engineering and become this only person who understands how to work with these robots and not being replaced but being promoted in your sphere. Okay, we've done with designers and video makers and all that stuff. Now we're moving to artists who are originally meant to be named that way. I mean people who create something driven by their own concepts and ideas and offering that into the world as their artworks, right? So as an artist, creating your own ideas in any form, why would you even give a shit about this AI thing? Please correct me if I'm wrong, but the art market is working that way. There are artists on one side and there are collectors on the other side. Between them are galleries, social media, or wherever to expose the artist's work, and that the collectors would be aware of it and decide if they want to buy it or not, right? So the decision of collectors to purchase the artwork is based on several main pillars, okay? Pillar number 1 is the rarity of the work. So people who collect art, they understand the market somehow. They see if this artist creates something original and something that really pops up. And that's the thing that makes an artwork valuable, because it carries value as the unique, one-of-a-kind item, right? At that point, AI cannot cover this value because it's driven by the whole amount of data and generating the pictures from all of them. So if your prompt is not very unique itself, it generates you some general image, and a lot of people putting the same prompt into AI will get somehow similar images, okay? So none of these images would be unique and would be rare. So in that way, collectors would not consider them as valuable, alright? If you are able to create the very unique image or video using AI by developing your prompt in some secret way, well, congratulations, create an NFT out of that and sell it for thousands of dollars or whatever. You're in a profit anyway. Your work would be still valuable because it's rare, even if you use AI to create it. The times when artists needed to create all the artworks by their own hands has gone, and has gone not now with the developing of AI, but a long time ago. Look at the art history, the ready-made objects, the machinery production of artworks. All of this stuff appeared in art market in 20th century, right? So don't waste your time complaining and go do something rare and unique with any tools available for you. Well, we were talking about pillars and collectors, right? So another pillar or another reason for collector to buy your art is their personal attraction towards that work. So collector may like your work or not, and it's not the question of the execution process. It's the question of taste of the collector. People buy some weird stuff a lot. They buy some highly detailed oil paintings, portraits, or something like that, as well as some contemporary works that are considered to be made by 5-year-old children, right? So why should you care about AI in that case? I cannot see the answer. If you love doing what you do, and you love the results that you achieve, then go with that. Why should you change something or even think about this AI development? You are doing your thing, okay? And you will get collectors on your exact style or medium or whatever you're doing. If you really like it and really ready to push it, you'll get your collectors. So what else can be touched by AI? If you're making some low budget art like merchandise, posters, or that kind of things, and you're worried that AI produced images would take your place in the market, maybe you should develop your level into the premium. Maybe you should believe in yourself and stop putting your drawings onto the shirts and bags and bring it to the gallery. Why not? Again, if you're creating something unique and if your merchandise is unique, chances are it could fit the contemporary art niche. Just try it. And if you are principled about that and it's your business strategy to build income from merchandise and stuff, and why shouldn't you also start using AI? If your goal is money, you should use AI as a tool to create that money faster and with lower effort. So only benefits again. Okay, let's sum up. I'm an artist and I believe that AI is okay. And not only okay, but it's good. because if you're working in commercial field and only develop commercial products like illustrations, videos, content, it's much easier to create all these things with AI. So you can save your time doing less work, getting more money by learning AI. Okay? If you have a unique vision and pretend to be the gallery artist, you don't need to overthink this. You're gonna be okay because your stuff is one of a kind and all the collectors would rush to buy your handmade whatever. And if you're just a hater who want to pull out all your dirt into the internet, you're welcome in comments. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one.